Hey everybody, I'm Tomato. How you doing? Welcome to another top 6. As you can see, the top 6 things not to do in multiplayer games. Now, before I get on this list, I just want to say I'm sorry for the lack of uploads on the channel. I've been doing things, more specifically, just gaming things. I've been working on this a while, because this is one of my other larger projects. Now, while I play multiplayer games, I'm pretty sure you all too, it's a pretty common genre. We all come across those people. You know who you are. You're the kind of people that just absolutely do things you just shouldn't do. Like, whether it is because you are a pro and you only know the game, or just that you simply met some guy who had no idea what he was doing, and so you want to like help him out a little bit, and that's fine. I'm fine with that if you want to do that. But in my opinion, I made a quick list of 6 people, 6 kinds of things that I honestly think you should never do. Now, we've all been accused of some of these things at one point in our life, at least in our video game life. We've been accused of some of these things, at least one on this list. Now I will say this, not everything on this list pertains to everything that you shouldn't do, but these are just things that I found that you just shouldn't do, even if you are MLG. Just don't do these. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on with it. For my first pick, I decided to pick noobs. Now here's the thing, we all used to be noobs. We all did. Don't be that one guy that was like, oh, I was MLG the second I turned on this game for the first time. No. We were all noobs at one point in time. However, if you are doing a multiplayer game and you start getting into it, try and learn the game. Don't just wing it, because you gotta know that noobs, you just don't try and be a noob. Don't do stupid idiot things. Try and put a little effort in the game. You might have more fun that way, and you might find more enjoyment in it. I know that whether you like it or not, we all used to be noobs, so I'm not gonna harp in this section too much. But come on, people, noobs, you guys gotta get a little bit of experience first. But other than that, you're fine. Now, another thing that I know a lot of just people do, usually in multiplayer games, you need an internet connection. Unless it's a local multiplayer, you need an internet connection. This brings me to number 5, laggers. We all hate laggers. Everyone does. For the love of God, if you have slow or crappy internet, turn off all online devices as possible, then play. Mainly because if you don't, you lag out like crazy and we gotta deal with it. I know lag is something that can just happen with the server, but you should at least, if you're gonna sit down and play a multiplayer game, please, just please, turn off anything that you aren't using that's connected to the internet. Your computer, if you're not using it, turn it off. If you're if you are using the computer to live stream, then at least turn off all other devices, please. We absolutely in the gaming community hate laggers. I honestly feel that it's pretty pointless. And number 4, we have sweaties. If you don't know what sweaties are, they're the MLG people. Now, I'm not trying to say being good at the game is bad, but if you are personally sweating on every match, why are you playing exactly? Because if you play to get good, that's fine. I still try and get good myself. However, if you're a sweaty and you're overly trying for certain things, example, Destiny. Let's say Trials of Osiris. It's okay to be a sweaty there, because that's Trials. Iron Banner, sure. Call of Duty, let's say there's a tournament, or any other tournaments in any other multiplayer games. That's okay to be a sweaty there. However, if you're just playing a multiplayer map, or multiplayer arena or whatever it is on your multiplayer game, don't be a sweaty, okay? Sweaties, no one likes them. They're very annoying to deal with and usually take the fun out of playing. And for people who haven't played before and are just trying to learn how to play, you're kind of ruining the experience and making it so other people won't want to join in. So anybody who's a sweaty, who's a real hardcore player, save your hardcore for the tournaments or elite challenges. Don't bring them into basic multiplayer. Now then, speaking of tournaments, number 3, mid-lobby leavers, or game leavers in general. People who necessarily are just like leave the game the second they start to drop low in points or KD, or their team starts losing, they leave. Don't do that. That's annoying. Mainly because it puts everyone off. Because one team is down another player, meaning, oh, it's not a fair victory for that opposing team because they're already outnumbered us. That's why I just hate this myself. Mainly because you'd be playing Iron Banner and half your team just leaves because you're far behind on points. I understand if your KD is suffering, but come on. Come on, people. Is your KD really worth it to where you need to preserve it? It's just a game. I mean, I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure this match won't mess with your KD that much. Now then, leaving a bit of the competitive side, number 2, this is something that I honestly feel like I have actually dealt with. I honestly feel that it's a little bit stupid, but it happens. Loot complainers. This is for loot games like Destiny, League of Legends, whatever game that has tons and tons of loot, and you have to try really hard to get that loot. If there is ever someone who complains about loot and blames it on other people in the team, you're an idiot. I'm not gonna cover it up and sugarcoat it. You're an idiot if you're gonna blame other people for the loot drops. Loot is random. Loot is random and based by your performance usually, or RNG. People people who are just simply, I don't know, just enjoying the game, trying to fight this boss, aren't actively trying to destroy your loot. They aren't actively trying to hurt you. They're just trying to get good loot like you. If they got something better, why complain? Now then, this is also for those who complain about those who get good loot and are bragging. Side note, don't do it. Anyway, so if you're going to complain about the loot, remember, it's RNG. Most people aren't. There aren't any items you can use to destroy another person's loot drops. I'm pretty sure no game has that. You can get better loot if you buy certain items, but I highly doubt there's one that lets you destroy other people's loot. Anyway, now then, on this list, I've talked about things that most people can do. Most people can be a noob at sometimes, and then they get better. Most people can be laggers until they end up learning how to fix their internet. Sweaties can eventually find people to actually play with, and they will stop being sweaties in basic. Mid-lobby leavers will eventually get harassed because they left the lobby and they don't get the good loots. And loot complainers eventually shut up because they do get the good loot. However, all this stuff is in-game. Like, the stuff applies to complete game code, no problems, no glitches really, just plain code. The number one thing that I get pissed off about when I have to play online multiplayer games with these people are hackers. Now, most people know about hacking. You infest the code, get yourself like ups. It's pretty bad, in my opinion. Mainly because you have two kinds of hackers. Harmless and harmful. Harmless hackers usually do things like get weapon skins, make their character look stupid, you know, for funds. They aren't actively trying to hurt people or mess up the game, but they kind of, you know, hacks into it, mess up the code, basically get things that no one else can get. However, harmful hackers, they put God mode on, infinite ammo, warp links, thousands of little individual hacks just to win a game match. Now, these people aren't sweaties. They aren't, because sweaties at least follow the rules. They've gotten to the point where they're good enough on their own without needing hacks. If you are a hacker who has to hack into the game in order to give yourself an edge, why are you playing this game? Please, hackers, leave us alone. We're trying to play the game and have fun following its... Okay, rules suck, but they make things more enjoyable. Now, anyway, that's what I had to say about hackers. I know I can't do anything about it. I know most games usually have like server protection things. That's it. Anyway, I would like to thank y'all guys for watching.